is a winding road. No telling.
Hello friends, and welcome back to another weekly Australian grocery haul and meal plan. First of all, just excuse the mess behind me. I spent all day filming a whole house clean with me for my other channel, my cleaning channel. If you haven't seen that already, I will leave that linked in the description box down below. But I've been super busy working on a couple videos for that channel actually, and I just did not get around to cleaning the kitchen again tonight. But I am just going to go ahead and share our meal plan tonight and our grocery haul as always. If you are new here, my name is Katrina and I like to share those videos every single week on this channel. I also like to share what's for dinner videos, meal prep, and just anything food related really. Also, if you are someone that does meal plans, let me know your meal plan this week in the comments down below. I would love to get some new dinner ideas from you too. Now let's go ahead and get into the meal plan. Then I'll go ahead and grab those groceries and show you what we got in our grocery haul this week. On Monday night, we're having chicken basil pesto fettuccine. And then on Tuesday night, we're having chicken carbonara bow ties. I do like to add on what dry pasta shape that we are using for each meal, just so that I remember and I know what we've sort of got in the cupboard and what to use for that meal. It also saves on the night having to decide which shape pasta to use. And I just think that especially the chicken carbonara bow ties, I have made that before for some freezer meal prep and I did film it, but I am so behind on editing my videos. I think I've got like maybe 6 videos filmed that I just haven't had a chance to edit. The editing really kills me. Like I need to wait until the kids are in bed and then I'm super tired just because I need the silence to do the voiceovers. And yeah, I get so behind on that. If I could pay someone to do that, I totally would, but they will be out soon anyway. I'm sure I will find some time maybe on the weekend to do some voiceovers, hopefully, if the kids can have a play outside or something like that, but we'll see how that goes. But I did film that. I would love to share that with you guys soon. It is definitely worth making ahead and putting in the freezer because it worked out so good. Then on Wednesday night, we're having chicken schnitzels and chopped salad. Thursday night, we're having sheet pan fish and roast vegetables. On Friday night, we're having ravioli bolognese. On Saturday, we are having homemade vegetable sausage rolls. Now, I found this amazing recipe online, and basically the base is just red kidney beans and sweet potato, and that is perfect for me because, as I've been saying the last couple of weeks, I'm trying to use up a bunch of cubed sweet potato that I have in the freezer, and I just was so happy when I found this recipe because the kids eat normal sausage rolls anyway and they're not that great for you, as everybody knows. So I thought that this is a perfect recipe to get the vegetables into them. I just really hope that they like it, because sometimes you can hide vegetables in things and kids are smart, so they do realize. So I'm just hoping that these ones are a win. I've never made any vegetable sausage rolls before, so I'm excited to give these ones a shot. And then on Sunday night, we're just going to be having leftovers. So that is everything that is in this week's meal plan. I'm going to go ahead and grab those groceries and get back to you with what we got in this week's grocery haul. So I'm just going to start this grocery haul with the frozen stuff just so I can get that put away so it doesn't defrost. These grocery hauls take me forever to get through sometimes because I stumble over my words and I have to edit out 100 parts. Sometimes I will mention one product like 50 times before I actually can say the word properly. I do these grocery hauls so late at night and I really don't think it does me any favors. Anyway, so the first thing that I brought was this microwave butter chicken pie. Now I must have been super tired last night because I thought this was such a good deal. I thought this was 4 pies, like those big packs of like the bigger pies with it come with 4 in it. But turns out I was only buying a single traveller pie. I should have known better. It did seem way too good to be true, the price. Then I also went ahead and grabbed 2 packets of these breast fillets. That is to go in all of the like pasta bakes that I'm making for the freezer, so I needed plenty of that. I did grab some of these puff pastry sheets. That is for the homemade sausage rolls that I'm making this week. I also grabbed some more fish. I like to have this fish pretty much every single week on our meal plan. It's normally this fish on a sheet pan with vegetables, and it's just a super easy and quick meal. And sometimes we put like mac and cheese with that as well, just to make the kids happy. We actually have 3 of these in the freezer at the moment. We're so grateful to have a deep freezer so we can stock up on things like this when they do go half price, because these at full price cost $10 a box, and it is just such a cheap dinner when we can stock up when they're only $5. Then I also went ahead and grabbed these roast potatoes in the rosemary and garlic. These are so good and they're such a hit with my kids. They love them so much. They get so crunchy and we just love them here, and they were actually half price too. Then I also went ahead and grabbed some frozen strawberries and some frozen blueberries. I have been trying to buy Australian frozen berries lately, but they actually didn't have any of the Australian strawberries online, so I did just grab these ones. I think they're from like Chile or something, but that's fine. It's all we could get, and I couldn't afford to keep getting punnets of the normal strawberries because they've gone up to like $5.50 a punnet now, and to be putting them into smoothies is just so expensive. So I had to grab these ones for the smoothies, and I also grabbed some normal strawberries for just like snacking on for my youngest especially. And then the blueberries, they did have them in Australia Australian, so I don't mind paying the extra money for the Australian ones. And the last thing that I grabbed for the freezer, I haven't gotten these in such a long time now. We used to have these every single week. We had pizza night on Fridays, and it was just so easy to pull these out the freezer and put them in the oven with some garlic bread, but we really got sick of them. They were actually giving me a lot of heartburn, so I just gave them a break for a while. The kids weren't really eating them, and we switched over to lasagna for a while there. Now we're sort of sick of the lasagna, so we're going back to the pizzas. We just like to have one night where it feels a little bit like junk food, and you know, we're not just always eating vegetables all the time. So I thought I would grab these, chuck them in the freezer. We're not probably going to have them this week. Maybe we might have them for lunch one day on the weekend, but they're just good to have in the freezer when they're on special. They're down from $7 something, I think, to $5.50 a box. So that's the cheapest I've ever seen these pizzas. And I have tried a bunch of different frozen pizzas, and these McCain's brands are just the best ones in my opinion. So I got the barbecue meat lovers, and I also got a margarita pizza. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly put all this in the freezer, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So the next thing that we had to stock up on this week majorly was like ravioli and tortellini and things like that. If you've been here for a while, you know that we have ravioli every single week in this house, and sometimes we swap it out for tortellini, but it's normally one of these bags anyway that we have for dinner. One night a week at least, sometimes 2 nights a week if we're not following the meal plan properly. Now, I did mention this last week. The ravioli that we normally get, I think it's the Raguletto brand. It hasn't been on the Woolworths online app for such a long time now, probably for like a few weeks of our shops, and my partner's been having to go in and actually buy it in store when he picks up the groceries for us, and it's just been a major pain in the butt doing it that way. But this week there was actually none. Last week I think he grabbed the last 2 that were on the shelf, and then he just thought, you know, they were running low, and then this week they just had none at all. So we're not sure if like they're fully not selling them anymore, if we're just low on stock or what is going on, but he's super upset about that because, as I've said before, it's actually a really good flavor in that one. It's a lot cheaper than the Legos brand. These Legos bags are about $8, I think maybe a little more than $8 a bag. I'm really hoping that we just have like a short supply of them for now. We were expecting shortages in certain areas, like especially with the fruit and veg, but we weren't really expecting it with the ravioli. But I'm hoping that is the case and that's all, and they haven't, you know, stopped making them or anything like that. If you've seen the Raguletto anywhere else, if you shop at Coles or Aldi or anything like that, I don't know if a different store has picked them up, let me know. Leave me a comment down below so we can go on the hunt for them. But for now, we did have to get the Legos brand, and thankfully this week they were actually half price, so that is why we stocked up majorly. They were $4 a bag, which makes it just as cheap as the other ravioli that we used to buy, but we did go ahead and grab a few different flavors. So I grabbed this ricotta and roasted vegetable tortellini, which is the one that I absolutely love. That's my favorite one to have. I'm more a fan of tortellini than ravioli anyway. Then my partner grabbed this beef ravioli with tomato and parmesan. He also grabbed a ricotta and spinach agnolotti with parmesan, and then also a slow cooked veal tortellini with cheddar cheese. But anyways, that should last us a couple months. We'll just throw all of them in the freezer. There's 8 bags there, so it'll give us time to either find the other ravioli in another store and figure out where it's gone. Otherwise, whenever it goes on sale, we're just gonna have to stock up majorly. Next thing that we grabbed were just a couple punnets of strawberries. My youngest snacks on that all the time, so I like to make sure that we have a lot of them. I also went ahead and grabbed a bag of mozzarella shredded cheese. That is just for the pasta bakes that we're gonna be making this week. I grabbed a couple bunches of bananas here. I definitely think I should have grabbed more. We've completely run out of bananas in the freezer for our smoothies, and my toddler normally has a banana a day, so this really probably isn't going to last. I might have to go back to the shops in a couple days to grab some more of those just to stock up the freezer. And then I've also grabbed just 1 zucchini here and a red onion. They are both for the homemade sausage rolls. I went ahead and spoiled myself and grabbed one of these Lindt roasted almond dark chocolate blocks. I absolutely love this flavor. I used to just get the dark chocolate plain one. In this one, the 70% I think it was, that was bearable to eat. I am a milk chocolate person. I absolutely love milk chocolate way more than dark chocolate, but because of the health benefits of dark chocolate, I do tend to try to buy this one more often unless the other ones are on special. And this roasted almond one is definitely one that I love. The reason that I love getting Lindt and not Cadbury is because with Cadbury I always feel like I have to eat the whole row, whereas with Lindt these come with quite big squares. So it comes with like a square that maybe goes from there to there. I'm not even sure, maybe it only has like 10 squares in the whole thing, but I feel like with one square it's not quite as much as a whole row of milk chocolate, but it seems to be just enough. You don't really feel like you need to have more than that because dark chocolate is a lot sweeter, and it really, I think it just hits the spot a lot better than milk chocolate anyway. So I went ahead and grabbed myself a block of that. Then for my youngest, I grabbed her favourite snacks, which is just these triple berry yogurt rice cakes that she likes. I grabbed 4 packets of those. I think they were actually like on special, but not much. I think they were only like 50 cents off, but still worth it. I grabbed 4 packs. We're always running out of those. She just lives on them. I grabbed my toddler some snacks. So I grabbed him some of these strawberry yogurts. He absolutely loves yogurt pouches, so I always make sure to have them stocked up in the fridge. I grabbed my youngest just a bluey custard. She can't really have yogurt. She reacts to them a little bit, but the custard seems to be okay for her, so I do like to grab her some of those. I did think that I ordered 4, but it turns out I didn't. I just checked the receipt and it was my bad. I only added 1 to the cart, so I'll have to go back when I get bananas and grab some more of those bluey custards, but she'll be happy that she has one for tomorrow, so it's not a complete mum fail. And then I also grabbed these snacks for my toddler. I got just these cheddar cheese dip and crackers and also some popcorn. And one last snack that I did grab him, these were on special again. I did grab these last time they were on special and he absolutely loved them. So it just comes with the 8 mini packets and they've just got little biscuits in there, just plain biscuits, and they have like the letters of the alphabet on them, and he just had so much fun making words and things like that. I grabbed a packet of nappies this week, and then I also grabbed 2 8-packs of the Quilton toilet paper. That was down to half price. I think it was $3.75 a packet. Along with stocking up on the ravioli and the tortellini and things like that, we also stocked up on dry pasta. So we grabbed this Veta Smart Low GI pasta. I grabbed 4 packets of that one, and then I also grabbed 2 packets of the bow ties for the pasta bake that I'm making, and also the fettuccine, which is for the meal that we're having on Monday night. Now, I originally grabbed the Dolmio carbonara sauces for these pasta bakes, but they did run out and refunded me for that one, so my partner went in and grabbed these, which is fine. This isn't my favorite jar sauce, but it is still not that much different, so it'll go fine in the pasta bakes. And I also grabbed these tomato paste sachets. So it has 4 sachets in this box, and it has 2 tablespoons in every sachet of the tomato paste. The homemade sausage roll recipe that I have only calls for 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, so I thought it would be easier to buy it this way, and I think this was $2.80 a box maybe. And then we also grabbed 2 packets of these 2-minute noodles. These are only $1 for a pack of 5. I absolutely love the price of these. So I got 2 of these Caesar salad kits. That is for the chopped salad night. I'm just going to chop that up all nice and fine. My kids seem to eat salad a lot more when I do it that way, so I grabbed 2 packs for that. And then I also grabbed another cinnamon. I made some cinnamon donuts the other day. If you saw last week's grocery haul, I brought a donut pan to bake donuts in the oven, and I made a batch and they were so amazing. I've never had a donut that fresh before, but I actually realized I didn't have any cinnamon, and it called for cinnamon in the recipe. I did have cinnamon sugar, which I thought was the only thing I would need to put on the outside, but they needed cinnamon inside the donuts, and I didn't have any. I just added the cinnamon sugar instead, which turned out perfectly fine. But I like to add cinnamon to a lot of things like pancakes and muffins and just smoothies, all types of things, because cinnamon is actually really good for you. And I think it even helps in weight loss, and, you know, just a couple other good benefits come from having cinnamon. So I made sure to buy another one of that this week. And then I also grabbed a block of Colby cheese just to grate up to put on those pasta bakes, and also just to put on other things during the week. I grabbed 4 tins of chili tuna. They were half price. They were $1 something a tin, so I love stocking up on those when they get cheaper. Sometimes I use these little tins to put into like my tuna pasta bake, or sometimes I just like to have these for lunch with some cheese on crackers. And then I also went ahead and grabbed a 2-litre A2 light milk that we always grab every week. I grabbed 2 loaves of the low GI white bread that we always grab. Then I grabbed 4 of these chicken sandwich schnitzels from the deli. They were half price, so down to $1.10 a schnitzel. So I just grabbed 4 of those, and that is to go with the chopped salad night that we're having. And then also pita pockets were half price this week, so they were down from $4 to $2 a pack, and my youngest just loves having these with like cheese in it and a bit of hummus dip or something like that. I used to eat these so much with like cold meat and salad when I was a teenager, when I first moved out of home, because it was such an easy and quick meal to throw together. Also for lunches, it was just so good. And so I'm loving that my toddler is loving them as well, because I'm able to get cold meat sometimes and add it to it and have it for lunch myself. So that is everything that is in this week's Australian grocery haul and meal plan. If you love what's for dinner videos, grocery hauls, meal plans, and all kinds of food videos, food related videos, I would absolutely love for you to hit that subscribe button down below. And also, if you got some new dinner ideas out of today's video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And I really hope that you all have a fantastic week, and I will see you all again really soon. Bye.
Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.